Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just a minute. Alright, so I hope you guys can hear me. I hope everything is alright. This is just for Patreon only. I didn't do this stream for everyone. I wanna do something for you guys exclusive. So we can just go over some stocks. We can just see how things are going today and what to trade. Since it's not for public, we can take it a little bit chill. So it's unlisted video, of course. So if you guys have any questions, you can just go ahead and ask in the section or in the Discord. So let's see how the day goes. To be honest, it's a pretty interesting day. Can barely hear you. Volume is very low. Right, just a minute. Let's see. Can you guys hear me now? Is it audible? Is it audible? Right, so let's see. The SPY opened under 410 right now. So the most likely scenario is we can come all the way down to run a test to 407.68. So that's a possible scenario. So let's see. We gave out Amazon as a trade. We had a nice bounce. So yeah, again, trader's choice. So if you guys got in right at market open, it gave you a nice entry at the point which we set. So let's see if we can hold on to these levels right now. So let me know if you guys can hear me right now at this moment. Alright, so let's go with the trade whatever we gave today, which is Amazon for scalping. Entry is 139.72. The first entry is 139.72, and you can see where we bounced at 139.62 is the bounce. If you guys got in, consider scaling out. It's a $2 move from wherever you got in from. So it's a day trade, it's a scalp. Don't overstay your welcome. SPY can very well come back down to like what's the number? 408, 408.50 is what we're watching. So it can very well happen. It's also testing a resistance here. It's a $2 move, a nice move. Consider securing some profits. So that's all it is. Like, I mean, these type of things like happens too quick, too fast. So I don't know what you guys think. Like few days back we had this session where like I called out some trades. We never did that before. It's like I called out trades as I took it, and then I called out as I exited. So if you guys like these types of call outs, or if you just want me to post the numbers so you guys can take the trades on your own, let me know what you guys want me to do, like, because it's totally your preference at the end of the day. I'll do the best I can to accommodate it. So if you guys go and check the Discord for under SNB trade ideas, where we usually post the call out section, let me know if you guys like the new format whatever we are having, which is like just giving out call outs, like the numbers and when entering and exiting and stuff like that, or just giving out the numbers. Yes, good for learning in my opinion. Yes sir, exactly. So I want to actually let's do this. Let's do both. All right, so I'll give out the numbers, and I will also give you guys the updates on where the entry is and where the exit is, and that way, like, after a while you can get used to it, so you can just see my numbers and you can just trade on your own. So as right now we took the trade on Amazon, it's like a $2 move. If you guys want to stay on the trade, you can just move your stops to the upside to 140 and you can just take the trade. I can leave the trade open, but if you guys are playing it safe with 0 day expiration, I would recommend securing the $2 profit. That'll be a way better thing to do. So let's see what SPY is doing. Alright, SPY is headed towards the resistance at 411. So let's see if it can hold on to it and bounce from here. We opened under the 100 SMA here. It's again another strong resistance level. Don't be surprised if we come down all the way to 408.50 today. It's always a possibility. And also don't be surprised if they go all the way to like 412 to fill that gap as well. So let's see how the rest of the day plays out. So if you guys are watching something, if you guys are watching any stocks, let me know so we can go over it. Amazon is just being range bound between 144 to like 139.70. So for now, that's what's going on. So until one of the range breaks, we're gonna trade the range. So let's see our favorite stock, which is Meta. Let's see what it's doing. Are we holding 165? Yep, we held 165 and we bounced. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Call it out, bro. Roku, alright. Yeah, sure, bro. I'll do that. I'll do both. Like, I'll give out the numbers, and when I take the trade, I'll send you guys an alert, like what we did with SoFi, Airbnb, and stuff like that. Right. So Roku, what's going on? It's kind of looking dull. Not gonna lie to like with Roku. I don't like it until it takes out the closing print of yesterday at least, which is currently at $85. So I wanted to take that out because it's a very strong resistance. Is that 85 as a closing print? Nah, sorry. That's the highs of the day. 81.28 is the closing print of yesterday. So it's kind of looking dull, not gonna lie to you. It's kind of looking meh. No trade ideas over here. I mean, if we break under the 77 mark, then we have a short trade in our hand. But until then, yeah, it's kind of dull. Nothing to boast about, nothing to take the trade on. But PayPal, on the other hand, it was already looking weak. Did it go down to? Let me remove this. Right, I like PayPal. If you want to go long on PayPal, like I like the longs at 92.84. So if we get $92, consider going long. I like this over there. PayPal, $92. I like it. And let's see, AMD. All right, AMD is still holding on to that $100 level. So if we come down to 100 in AMD, which is very much possible if they come down to run a test, take the trade. I want them to close the week above $100. That is very important. The weekly close above 100 is very, very important. So if they hold on to 100, they come down to run a test to 100, consider taking the trade over there for a long side. So let's see what SPY is doing. Looks like SPY is bouncing as well. Oh yeah, SPY got rejected at 411. So let's see. Right, if you guys got into Amazon, consider securing profits, especially in a 0-day expiration contract. So we don't want to overstay our welcome. It can very well go all the way up, but when it goes up, we can re-enter again. So if you guys got in with 5 contracts, consider securing at least in 4 of them. So you can leave 2 of the winners or 1 of the winners to the end of the day. So anything can happen. If it goes higher, you can just leave that 1 contract for free. If you got in the money contracts, let's say like 140 calls in the morning, it's a $2 moves from wherever we got, which will be like, let's say the delta is 60, you'll be making $120 per contract. So for 5 contracts, it'll be somewhere around $600. So you can just sell 4 of them and leave 1 winner, and then you can just scale out when it hits like 142. And then you can scale out again when it hits like 143 and completely exit the position over there. So you can trade it like that as well. So now the Amazon is done with. So let's go over what the chat is saying. Anything interesting? I'm probably getting puts near 4140. Alva, all right. What is he on about? Let's see. 4140. He is talking about 414 levels. So, right, why 414? Are we gonna go there though? That's the question. That is the question. We are pushing higher here. There wasn't much of a big volume. I won't be surprised if they pushed all the way and closed green, by the way. That won't surprise me at all. that's the thing about these phony job numbers. It was like very strong, and the market is already in a short-term uptrend. So what might happen is they will just look at it and they'll be like, oh, all right, it's a good news. I mean, economy is still strong. There's no recession. I mean, no recession in the sense like at least the job markets were not showing signs of any recession. So good news is good news. So I mean, the rate hikes already been priced. So what Fed is going to do? They're going to raise 75 basis points. Yeah, let them raise 75 basis points. We already priced that in. And now the bond market's priced in a recession. Now they'll be repricing it. So let's see how we go. What is yesterday lows on SPY? Yesterday lows on SPY is at 412.44. So let's see if they can fill that gap, and if they fill that gap and start pummeling lower, watch out for 410.74 and all the way down to our destination, which is at 408.50 to 407. I still believe 408.50 is an unfinished business and they will come down there to do a visit. So let's wait and watch. SPY can push to 413 here, boys. Not gonna lie. So let's see. God damn, Datadog is flying. Nice. Alright. Nope, not nice. Alright, so let's go over Airbnb and see what it's doing. Alright, not bad, not bad. Still bucking the trend. Not bad at all. They went from 108 to 119. Jesus. Amazing. Let's see SoFi. Is it at support? What's going on? Alright, SoFi is sitting at strong support here. So if you guys want to scalp calls or whatever it is, please don't go for 0-day expiration. And if you guys want to play it safe, wait for SoFi to break above $8.05, and then you can take the trade over there. So let's see how the broader market reacts from here. SPY. For now, getting rejected at the 100 SMA again. Bulls doesn't want to close it over. So on the weekly, same thing. Watch out for 412. Very important area. 412.32. The 100 SMA right there as well. So if they get rejected and come all the way down to, like, let's say 408 or 407, it's not a big deal. It's just a normal garden variety behavior, but let's see how the rest of the day plays out. For now, it's a rejection. There is a high probable chance that we will come down to 408 today, but let's see how the day goes. Alright boys, if you guys are watching anything, let me know so we can go over that stock. Oh, let's see how Apple is doing. A lot of people will trade Apple. So yep, we are bouncing exactly from the 5-day moving average at 163. The market do go bullish. Apple can run a test to 165.69 here, and we are testing yesterday's lows and getting rejected over there, which is currently at 164.43. Right, so interesting. That's on. We're still holding on to that range. We'll keep an eye out for Roku for Bhadra. So let's see how it goes, and let's see if we can take any trades. Do you already have a trade in Roku? If you already have it, let me know the trade which you got so we can analyze that trade in particular so you can get the entry and exit. But for now, we're just holding on to that 5-day moving average, which is at $78.70. If you guys do want to long Roku, It's kind of in a tight range right now, so it's like on a 78 and $80 for now. In order for this to push higher, market needs to go. I have 819, put $77. This is what you can do, to be honest. Set your stops at $82. The best thing you can do, because keep an eye out for SPY, of course. And right now it's sitting at support at 5-day moving average, which is currently at 78.96. We need to take that out of the cards. We need bears to break 78.96 or $79 to round it off. So until that happens, it's just gonna float around. If SPY and QQQ starts to push higher, this will start to push higher as well. So you can just, if you're already in profits, you got in yesterday at $85 or something, and if you're already in profits, consider moving your stops lower to, like, let's say $81 or $80. $80 is too tight, but $81 will be fine because you already captured like what, $4 of the move. So you can just move the stops down to $81, and if it goes down lower, you can move the stops to 80, 79, and you can just completely exit the trade once it goes in the money, like, which is at $77. So that sounds like a plan, but you need to keep an eye out for SPY. We need to keep an eye out for QQQ. You have the numbers posted over there. So let's see, like, you see this orange line, this orange, not the line, the squiggly line. This orange squiggly line is the 100-day moving average, right? It's currently sitting at 410.74. This is on a daily time frame. If you go to the weekly time frame, you see this orange squiggly line, which is sitting at 412.32. That 410.72 to 412.32 range is very, very important. And if bulls want to go bullish, they want this to break below or close below. Sorry, they want the SPY to break above this range, 410.73 to 412. If that happens, Roku might start pushing higher. But until that happens, the trade is to the downside. So let's see. You got in when it was at 77. Oh, did you get in yesterday or today? If you got in today morning, yeah, it's not a big deal. So let's see. But also remember, there's a high probability that if the market goes bullish again and goes on a run again, we can get to $87 on Roku. Not today, but in upcoming days. If we are not closing under 77 by today, there is a high probable chance that we are going to push all the way to $87. So let's see. So let's draw the AVWAP from here to see where it's currently sitting at. The lows are over here. Right, AVWAP is at 71. So right, I won't be surprised if you come and run a test to $75 if you break below this range, the 5-day moving average at 78.32 or 77. So let's see how it plays out. But we need SPY and QQQ to come down to support this theory of short and Roku. If SPY keeps pushing higher, there is no point in like holding a put in a high multiple growth name, that is, which can move like 10% in a matter of day. No worries, mate. It's all good. No worries. Well, like, you can be wrong. Nothing wrong in being wrong. Nothing wrong in taking losses. Don't feel bad about it. The only thing you should be concerned about is once you know you're wrong, cut the losses immediately. Don't do that. I'm gonna let this contract expire. I'm gonna hold and hope for things to get better or whatever it is. Right? Sometimes it never does, and if it never does, just make sure you're not losing 100% of your value. There's always a better entry is what I'm saying. Instead of holding and hoping for things to work out, you can just cut it and you can re-enter it at a much better price. So technically with options, that's way better thing to do than holding and hoping for things to get better. Because you're having time against you, you're having the price against you, you're having the trend against you. The options is a lose-lose game, which you want to like make sure to manage the risk very tightly. If you're wrong, you gotta know it immediately, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm out, fuck this. It should be like that. So just make sure to manage the risk. If it goes south, yeah, it happens. It's nothing wrong in losing in a trade, but make sure to manage the risk. As long as you do that, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, SPY doesn't want to give up here. It's just pushing higher. Now we came down and we held 410 as support and 411 as support in SPY. So let's see. If you guys want to long SPY, you can set your stops at 411. You're risking 50 cents here. And if you go under it, so let's say not yet, don't get long yet, we gotta wait. It's always a trade in the cards. So let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. There's always a possibility that they will just like come back down and pummel lower all the way to like run a test to like 407.50 to 408.50. So let's see. So these guys in the Discord are talking about end phase for some reason, so let me check end phase and see what's going on. Holy shit, this stock has been on an absolute tear. What the fuck? Did you guys see this? Holy moly. Before earnings it was at 215, right now it's at 297. Fucking hell. It actually tested 300, yeah? Yep, it did. It did. FSLR, First Solar. Oh, above 100. Interesting. Got rejected at 102 multiple times, so let's see if we can break above it today. Bull's gonna need to take the low and drop below, Ajwan says. Let's see, looks like they're not gonna drop below, they're just pushing higher. That's what's going on. No live stream today. Alright, so how do you guys feel about me letting other people in? So some guys is like talking about it. So let's see. Right, so SPY is pushing higher here. Looks like they might run a test to the lows. Watch out for 412.33 as I said. So gonna go long, set your stops at 411 and just let it ride. It's not gonna be simple, but let's see how it plays out. Like lows of yesterday is currently sitting at 412.44. So we gotta take that out. If we take that out, watch out for 414.50 again. So let's see how it goes. So that is something to keep an eye out for. Let's see how the Amazon is going. Right, still range bound, 140, 143. With Amazon, if you went with longer than 0-day expiration, you can set your stops at 140 or 139 and you can just take profits when it hit 145 eventually. That is provided SPY and QQQ cooperates with us. For now, let's see. Let's patiently wait and watch how it plays out. Right, we're pushing here on SPY 112.44. That's the number we're watching. It'll also fill the gap which opened today, and then we'll take it from there on how we go. I'll remove the extended trading hours so you guys can see the gap more clearly. Alright, so here it is. Oh, the gap is all the way up here at 413.63. So if you do take out 112.44, watch out for the gap to fill at 113.63. So we'll see where it goes from there. If you guys were in the Discord, you guys know this guy named Cookie. He got SPY puts yesterday and Amazon puts, and he was like fucking scared. Like, he's texting everyone like, what's your opinion on tomorrow? Apparently some guy told him we're 100% going higher. Like, yeah, get the fuck up. He made good money today. Like, he had the 411 puts on SPY. Those went in the money as soon as the market opened. He must have sold it. Yep, it's a good trade for him. So, as again, SPY is holding 411. Interesting. So CHPT, let's see what's going on there. It's one of the Haitians callouts. He got 1550 puts. I see why he got that. Where did he get it? At around 9:34 in the morning. Did we dip? Yep, by the time he got it, we dipped down to like almost in the money. So it was only like 19 cents. So it's a single day expiration option as well. So if you got in, make sure to secure profits. I hope once it went in the money, you guys were out of this trade. Bounced at the 5-day moving average, and now it's pushing higher. Again, similar to the other stocks, there is a high probability that we might test 1650 if SPY and QQQ pushes higher. But I need this piece of shit to close above the 100-day moving average again today. If it did, you can see the strength. Regardless of what news it is, it doesn't matter at all. My 404 puts I got on Monday are burned. What do you mean? Oh, you got on Monday. Yeah, alright then. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep, you got in exactly. I mean, we are just trading flat if you think about it. It didn't do anything. Not sure. I want, to be honest with you, I want SPY to break above yesterday's lows, which is at 412.55. We are on a very, very strong resistance area. We have like 100 SMA at 412.33 in the weekly charts. We have 100 SMA in the daily charts, which is also at 410.72. Bulls need to do a lot of work in order to burst above it. So, I mean, as long as the price is above 410.72, you can take the risk, I guess. But yeah, there is equal probability of SPY to come down to run a test to 407 by end of the day, as equal probability as SPY closing above 410 today. So let's see. I mean, I like the longs if we get a 408 test, but until then it's kind of looking bleak. So let's see. If you do want to take the risk, you can take the risk with the stops at 411. It's up to you. The question is, Eric, why are you still holding on to that 404 puts? You can see no bad news can escape the market for now. It just keeps melting higher and higher and higher regardless of what happens. So what's the point? What's the expiration on those though? That's important. If it's expiring today, yeah, you're fucked. But you have time on those. It depends on how long you got. Right, so did you guys see AMC is actually giving out dividends? Here, I'm giving you 1 cent a share for all the back holdings, whatever you have. It's okay if your holdings are down 70%. Here, have 1 cent per share as an incentive. What an absolute assholes. I'm pretty sure some idiots will still buy this piece of shit. Like, oh bro, sticking it to the hedges, bro. The only thing they're sticking it to is up their own ass. That's what they're doing. I have no idea what to tell these people. If you like the company, you like the company, I guess. Everyone to them. You're right, expiration is on Monday. Oof, alright, not good. I'm planning to cut and run today. Wanted to see the trend for the day. The trend for the day is still, in the short term at least, to the upside. Not for the day, but for the past 3 weeks it's been the same. What I'm watching for is if we can close above 412.33 today. That will be important for me. So we opened above 407. I want to see if we close above 412. If we close above 412, I mean we can run a test to 416 again, but today's close matters a lot. We are under layers of very strong resistance levels, to be honest with you. If you can roll them over or having a high, I mean more than 2 months expiration, it's like not a big deal at all. It's still possible for SPY to come down to run a test to like 400. It's still on cards, but yep, but it expires on Monday, mate. That's the problem. And it's like what, $8 out of the money. You need SPY to make how much of a percentage move on by today and Monday. You need SPY to move like 2% by Monday from where it is trading at right now. So that's tough. That's tough. I hope things work out for you though, not gonna lie. I hope things work out for you. So let's see. The time is the only problem here, not the trade in itself. But let's see. The price is about 410. And now they're testing an important spot, so let's see how the rest of the day goes. I'm pretty sure if they keep holding above 410, they'll just trade flat for the entire day, and then they'll, by the end of the day, they'll just close the week strong. So let's see QQQ. Let's see semiconductors and how they're doing. QQQ gave a solid bounce exactly from our levels at 319. That's a $2 move. It's crazy. Crazy move. $2 move exactly to the penny from our levels at 319. For now, I will be watching for QQQ to fill that gap. Let's see. We already filled the gap on QQQ. Now we're pushing higher. Let's see, to all the way to 322. Got back on Amazon. Alright, what the fuck is going on? That's a big candle. It's a nice candle. Right, amazing. SPY, beautiful candle over there. Looks like they want to push it to fill that gap all the way to 413.62. Oh, whoa, hold up there. What's going on? SPY touched 413. Yes, sir. We need to see if we can fill that gap over there though. 413.60. Right, I'm exiting all my Amazon positions here. The last one contract, whatever we got, yep, I'm out. I should have exited at the open though. I was up like 120 bucks. Right now I'm only up 45, but it doesn't matter. It's a 1 day expiration, so I'm cutting it right away. So let's take a look at the semiconductor stocks. And still doing so. Yep, most likely they're going to fill this gap at 414. Like, so that's the most probable outcome. So we got to see how the market reacts after that happens. So that is important. So Apple is testing 165 here. Interesting. Amazon. Alright, so testing that 5-day moving average again. So we got to see if we can fill that gap at 142, 142.50. Nvidia was looking good yesterday. Let's see what's going on over there, if we can take any trades on it. Wait, what the hell is this? Nope. Nvidia, let's see. Right. Again, every single stock, all they did was come back down to run a test to the 5-day moving average, and now they're pushing higher. So AMD is looking strong, Nvidia is looking not so bad. Semiconductor space in itself is looking pretty decent. Even SMH, you can see it clearly. All they did was come down to run a test to that 5-day moving average, and then they bounced. So let's see. They pushed higher. Now 242 is a support for SMH. I want SMH to run a test to that 248 area. That is the high probable case if the market pushes higher. And the pink line, whatever you see, that's the AV VAP from Jan 3rd, which is the year-to-date AV VAP. It's sitting at 248 to 251 levels. So this, if you're trading AMD, Nvidia, or Micron, what else? TSM, ON, or any semiconductor stocks, you need to keep an eye out for this. This is the ETFs which tracks all those stocks. So if it's showing strength, we got to trade those or go long on this. So let's see what QQQ is doing. Are we getting back some strength in the market? Yep. When is Biden talking? He always boasts about this shit. The phony job numbers. US job growth surges, tempering recession worries and pressing Fed. That's the market wrap. So let's go through what's going on here. US employers added more than double the number of jobs forecast, illustrating the rock-solid labor demand that tempers recession worries, and suggests that the Federal Reserve will press on steep interest rate hikes to thwart inflation. Non-farm payrolls jumped 528K in July, and the board advanced that they beat all estimates and was the largest in 5 months. The unemployment rate fell to 3.5%, matching a 5-decade low. Wage growth accelerated and the labor force participation rate eased. Alright, interesting. There is no evidence of any cooling in hiring, not even in interest rate sensitive sectors like construction. Going forward, the pace of hiring should slow, recession or not, as it becomes harder for employers to find workers. I mean, I agree. This is the market wrap from Bloomberg. Right, alright, good. China sends warships near Taiwan's cut off defense talks with US. Wow. Did you guys see this? Wait, let me show you. It's an interesting article. Check it out. China sends warship near Taiwan, cuts off defense talks with US. Wow, alright. Multiple PLA aircraft vessels were detected participating in the drills around Taiwan Strait and have crossed the median line. Wow, it's kind of horrible, you know. I don't know who to blame here. I mean, it's just fucking disturbing. I got hit up by a recruiter from Fang specifically saying they're slowing her positions, so there may be delays. Yep. Yes, sir. To be honest with you, like, I don't know what these guys are on about, but few weeks back, to be honest, exact, like 3 or 4 weeks back, I got an interview call from Google, and apparently they're still hiring for the software engineering side. They wanted me to give an interview, and I was kind of surprised when I got that, because that was the day where like Google announced that they are freezing hiring new people and stuff. And yeah, it was kind of surprising. They're still hiring. It's just like they're not hiring at the same pace as which they used to before. So that's the thing. Right, we're pushing higher here. That's what's going on. Yeah, yes sir, like that's what I said. Like, I applied for Google when I was doing my masters before, and I got rejected the last round. Yeah, that interview fucking sucked, man. Like, it's one of the most difficult interviews I've ever attended. I think they have like 5 to 6 rounds, I guess. So you gotta select on all those rounds, like, and then they'll pick you for the right project. And if they don't have right project, you'll be placed on hold until they find the right project which suits your need. So it happened like 1.5 years back when I was doing my masters, and then like they got back to me like 3 weeks back saying that they have a position open. I was like, yeah, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. Right, so Spy has almost filled that gap here. That is interesting. Almost filled that gap. So let's see how it goes after it filled that gap. For now, things are looking pretty decent. If you guys know when the Biden is talking, let me know, because he always comes online to boast about the job numbers, to say how US is not in a recession. Let's see how the 10-year is doing. Right, US 10-year is up 5%. Jesus Christ. 10-year yields are up 5%. I can't see 2 years. Can you see 5 years? Nope, I can't. Alright, TLT, what it's doing? Oh, getting pummeled to the downside. Absolutely unreal. Looks like TLT can run a test to 3115 here. Let's see. So things turning slowly bullish here. Dow Jones almost pushed to the positive territory. Let's see what American Express is doing. Pretty good, pretty good. Costco. Not so good at all. HD, we can take a look. Looks like we can push to 307 here. It's just been consolidating under that price point. If we break above 307, we can take the trade to 314. But we gotta wait and watch. We can set the alert over there. I was keeping my eye out for Shake Shack for a while. It's an interesting chart. It did push all the way to like $54 and then got drilled down again the very next day after earnings. So let's see. If you guys have any interesting tickers, so let's go with the Chris Saints chat to see what those peeps are saying. Gotta see what these people are saying. Let's see. Good morning, let's get this money. 2 in Tesla for the win. I'm done. But I wouldn't ride that short for long. Oh, Coinbase. Yeah, that's an interesting chart. I gotta take an eye out for it. Okay. Do you guys notice something? Most of the stocks bounced right before giving us the numbers. Looks like mostly a bear trap. They tried to trap the bears in thinking that we're gonna go much lower, and then they just reversed the tape back. SPY is almost positive now. Testing 414 here. So close matters the most. We've gotta see if we can close about 412.37. That is important. If you do that, if you take out 416 to the upside, 422 will be next. It'll be fast, it'll be quick. So let's see. What are these guys doing with Tesla puts? Is it selling off? Oh yeah, they gapped it lower. Fucking hell. 940 is very important for Tesla. So big money sells pre-market. Get the money. Now retail buys the dip almost entirely again. Like who the hell is big money? What is the likelihood of overnight gap fill? That is, what factors determine when that'll happen? I figured we would this morning on SPY, but don't have evidence. SPY is taking on 414. Yes, we don't know. That's the thing. We won't know at all. The thing about it is how we know the high probable scenario is the first candle, the 15 minutes, you can see that we closed above 410. We opened under it, which puts the probability of running a test to 408.50 higher. But what they did, as soon as the market opened, they spiked it higher and then like closed above the 410 area. If you go to the smaller time frame, you can see clearly what happened. What happened was they spiked it above 410, they came back, ran a test, and then took off. 411 acted as, 411.02 is the number which I have. They pushed higher, came back again, ran a test to it, and then took right off. So what you could have done is, if you wanted to trade longs, you could have just set your stops at 411 as I said before, and then like you could have just taken the trade. And as it keeps pushing higher and higher and higher, you just put your limits, stop losses above and above and above, and then let it ride. As you can see, we filled that gap. What will happen now is they'll go run a test to yesterday's highs or something, and then come back down to run a test to the stop of the gap, and if they held it as support, they'll push it higher even further. But now we got to see if we can close the candles above the level of the gap, which is at, see what's the last candle at, 413.61. So that is important. We got to wait and see. If it's just the gap fill before going down lower, it is still possible. So we gotta wait and watch. If you haven't went long at 411, I wouldn't recommend going long at this moment. Gotta wait. If we really take the gap, if it's just a gap fill before pummeling down lower to run a test to 408.50, or they're really gonna push it higher, we gotta wait and watch. That is important. So it was some cynical-ish. Yes, it is. Like, as I said before, right? We never know what's gonna happen. It's a game of probability. No one can be certain 100%. No one knows. You can have your opinion, I can have my opinion. It's all about the probability. Like, once it goes above 410, the probability of 408.50 test went down drastically, right? So the probability of gap fill increased. So if we wanted to go long, stops at 411, and then go ham. move the stops higher and higher as the stock pushes higher, and then you can just exit the position once the gap is filled. That's a trade. Right, Amazon went all the way to 143, so if you guys still holding, congratulations. Amazon is just range bound. If you get, this is the 15-minute chart of Amazon, by the way. We're just range bound, and right now we can expect support at 142.18, which was the bottom of yesterday's range. If SPY doesn't disappoint and doesn't pummels down again, you can easily run a test to the top of the range, which is at 143.50, provided we held 142 as support. So we broke above it, so let's see. Amazon is positive. It was down like 2% in the morning. So what is this CHPT call out? Oh, alright, not looking good. Pushing higher. Pushing higher. It's a huge candle. Did these motherfuckers just gap this higher? Wait, am I seeing a gap on the 15-minute chart? Did you guys see that too? What's going on? Is a candle missing here? If you guys are using TradingView, can you let me know? Is that a fucking gap in a 15-minute candle? 9:45 to 10. What the hell? Oh, they just counted above $16. Interesting. Oh, anyway. Yep, looks like CHPT, if it takes about the highs over here, which is currently at 16.18, it can run a test to 16.51 here. Let's see. I would try getting some short positions on charge point when it gets to $16.54, not gonna lie. You can see what happened last time it tagged the 200 SMA. Where's the 200 SMA on SPY? Somewhere around 440? Yep, 433 is where we are at. So in any normal garden variety market behavior, we can expect the SPY to come back down to run a test to 400. Might happen. We gotta wait and see. QQQ is still lagging today compared to SPY and Dow. The financials must be doing great today because if the yield's pushing higher. I think that's the sectors which might be leading. Let me see. Yes, of course. Financials is leading alongside with energy. Nice. Energy is at number 1. Financials are at number 2. Let's take a look at some financial stocks like Goldman Sachs. It might offer some nice opportunities. Oh, Goldman Sachs is up like 1%. Nice bounce off of 329. I had this alert set at 328.83. The motherfuckers bounced it right at 329. Don't you hate it if this happens? Look at this. It's like a 20 cents. Why are you doing this? Well, anyway, it's a 5-point trade. Doesn't matter. We can get another one. JP Morgan. Consolidation. Bank of America. Oh, Bank of America is looking decent. So let me just move this up a bit for now. So the gap fill at 34.52. We have a gap to fill on Bank of America at $34.50. Gotta see if it can happen by today. What's the ATR? ATR is at $1. Unfortunately, we already moved an ATR, didn't we? Yep, we already moved an ATR. So let's see, how is XLF doing? They finally filled that gap today. If they close above it, watch out for them to run a test to that another breakdown candle, which is at the highs sitting at 34.50. Gotta wait and watch. ES testing 4150 here. So let's see. We held on to that 100 SMA in ES, which is at 4118. So let's see how it goes. They pushed higher. I mean, if they really wanted to like bounce the tape, I wouldn't be surprised to push it all the way to 4200 by today. I'm not even kidding. So they gotta push it all the way higher at 4171, and if they push it higher, they can run all the way to like 4200, which will be the equivalent of 420 in SPY, but we need to take 416 first. So, if you guys like the content, leave a like, subscribe, don't forget. I really appreciate it. I was keeping an eye out for this, like XPI has been doing really well for the past few days. The series of gap ups after gap ups, like looks like we can push to $92. Great day for scalpers, bad day for people with emotions. Too many losses lately. I'll take this win and I play it safe. Good job. Open. Alright, so the guys in the small account channel trading open doors. Holy shit, they were up like 23%. What's going on? Interesting. Looks like open can run a test to like $6, so let's see. So what else these people are trading? Grab the Tesla call. What's Tesla doing? Did they... Oh, alright. They're still below the 200 SMA though, that's the problem. Let's check the weekly time frames, and weekly time frames are still bullish, to be honest. But daily not so much, monthly not so much. What's going on? Go long if SPY holds above 413.60. Alright, let me check the numbers. Yes, they filled the gap for now and they're going under it, so don't look for longs yet. If you want to go short, yeah, now it's opportunity. You can just go short with the stops at the bottom of the gap, which is at around 413.61. Yep, we're risking 20 cents, so let's see. We filled the gap, we got rejected, and now we are drilling lower. That's what's going on right now. And ES got rejected at 41.50 as well. Holding DKNG long, thinking about selling some calls. That's a name which I haven't heard in a long time. DraftKings up 16%. What the hell? Amazing. Oh, did they report good earnings or something? What's going on? It's pretty good. Revenue was up. EPS was a slight miss. Not bad. What strike are you thinking about selling calls on, and what's your cost basis on the shares, whatever you're holding? Yep, I can see they're up like 15%. I mean, if your cost average is at $10 or something, you can just like go ham and you can sell the $22 strike calls, I guess. So $22 strike, like 3 or 4 weeks out, and if it didn't go to like 22, you can always like keep the premiums to your end, and if it did go to 22 and if your cost basis is at, oh, you're at 20, oh, that's kind of a bit too much. Yeah, not bad, that might work. I mean, if we do go above like 20 $22, to be honest, so you can always like sell your shares at profit. So it's a pretty good strike to pick, 21.50. So if they do go to 21.50, you can always sell your long positions at 21.50 per share. If it didn't, you can always keep the credit. So it's a pretty good strike. I'd say go for it. Why not? But make sure not going like too far out. 30 to 45 days is better, because it'll give you a much good exposure on that theta decay. If you go for like 1 year or 2 year out, it's just like, it's like watching paint dry. These types of selling call strategies or any theta based strategies, it should be 30 to 45 days time frame, because that's when the theta decay actually works in your favor, because you need that in your side to make money. Upstart, what's going on there? Oh, holy shit, look at that volume. Alright, we should check news. What's going on with Upstart? Did you guys find any news on Upstart? That's a huge volume candle. I don't see any. Let me ask the members, let's see. Let me see. I couldn't find any. If you guys found any, let me know. For now, looking decent. $30 still remains the big resistance levels for this stock. It's a pretty big volume. We have earnings on Monday, I guess. August 8th, yep, August 8th after hours, is it? Yes sir, August 8th after hours, we have earnings. Still have that gap fill trade over there, which is at $32, so let's see if we can take out the highs at $30.80, we can easily fill that gap to the upside. No, it's not only the hype, we have the volume as well. You can see the volume in the 5-minute chart. This volume doesn't come with hype, it comes with news. There is some news, like it doesn't happen during regular market hours. There is some catalyst which caused this huge volume. Couldn't find any news though, so I was just looking into it, so let's see. So these volume candles only happens when there is some sort of news in the regular market sessions. Right, so energy is doing perfectly fine, at least for today. From $93 to $65, holy shit. Right, so if you guys are watching anything, let me know so we can go over the stock. Let's take a look at Amazon and let's see what's going on. Right, still at 142.63, so not bad. Even they fill the gap and they're drilling down. Everything has filled the gap and everything is like falling back again right now. That's what's going on. So let's see. So what are the fintech? Like SQ reported earnings, right? Yesterday, they got pummeled down. Oh, the dip got bought right back up right at the levels. Fucking insane. $83. Wow. How did we miss this? We had our numbers right. Fuck. Imagine taking this. I should have called this out instead of Amazon, to be honest. Fucking hell. Look at this trade. Like, these numbers, these lines are there forever on this chart. Look at where they bounce from, to be exact. Like, it's $83 to be exact. Let's say like 82.50 to 83. They bounced and then they gave a massive move to the upside. The highs of this candle is $93. So 83 to 92, it's like a $10 move almost like $11 move to the upside. In matter of 15, 30, 35, 15, 30, 45, matter of 45 minutes. Fucking hell. Do you see market making new lows? Watching WDC. Alright, let me first take a look at WDC and then like, oh, alright. Oh, okay. They had earnings, I see. Interesting. Gap down lower, found support at 45, pushing higher. Looks like they might fill the gap here at $48. Let's see. Do you see the market making new lows? Well, I do believe the bottom is not in. I do believe we're just gonna trade flat for the rest of the day. We will push higher and we'll come back down, push higher, come back down, trading range bound forever until the situation resolves. But yes, I do believe we can make new lows. That is still in cards. But what's the reason behind the new lows? What might be the reason for that to happen? That's what we need to ask ourselves. Making new lows is good and all. What might be the reason behind making new lows? Because new lows is all the way like around 360, which is like more than 50 points away from where we are at the moment. What could cause it? That's what we need to ask ourselves. Hotter than expected CPI? Maybe. China invading Taiwan? Maybe. That's one scenario can play out. What else? Fed increasing interest rates like a maniac? Yeah, that's possible because of the repricing and stuff. Yeah, possible. So whatever caused the sell-off in the first place, everything is eased, right? The oil prices were up like a lot, and that's the reason for the major sell-off. They eased. The yields were pushing up higher like crazy. That came back lower immediately because of the recession fears. So what might cause it? These are the reasons. If these plays out, we can see a 50-point dump again in SPY. If it didn't, what might be the reason? If you have anything else, you can let me know. Been stuck around 20 to 50 since earnings. Yes sir, just consolidating here to $21 to $23. That's the range which we have been having. So what's going on with pens? If we break down below $22, we can get down to run a test to $21.20. If you break about $23.50, we can go up to run a test to $25. Until that happens, we're just going to be range bound, going back and forth between these two price points. Oh, speaking of pens, we got to see what Snapchat is doing. What a fucking disaster this one. This used to be $60-$70 at once, you know. That's the worst part. Oh, higher than that? Wow. Right, looks like the all-time highs were at $82. Jesus Christ. Comes to show, market has no fucking mercy. How is a favorite googly doing? Same, nothing, consolidating, bounced off from the 5-day moving average. Apple, same, bounced off from the 5-day moving average, doing nothing, testing 165. AMD, not AMD, let's see. Right, same, just bounced off from 101, didn't give us 100 target, so still down. Nvidia still lower, not doing nothing. Alright, so we're just gonna float around for the rest of the day until leading into the closing bell most likely. And you know the numbers on SPY. Let's see Tesla just a minute. Right, Tesla is at a tricky spot, to be honest. We need Tesla to be above 910 before going long. So I need Tesla to be above 910 to take the trade to like 920 to 930 to the upside. So until the price is under 910, I mean, it's a no-go for me. It's just going to be consolidating between the 910 area and to the 5-day moving average, which is sitting at around $900. So that's what's going on right now. So if we break under 900, we can come down to run a test to like 880 or 890. So that's possible. For now, it's just range bound between two numbers. So let's see, if we go above 910 on Monday, we can take the trade all the way to 940 again. Until that happens, I'm staying on the sidelines. Did they announce the split date though? When are they announcing when is the stock is splitting? I heard that the vote went through. Is there any news on that? Did they announce any dates? If they did, leading into it, we might get a rally, at least to like 980 or something. Let's see, possible. So let's see, or maybe another sell the news. We don't know. Why 910 is important is 910 is also the 200 SMA in the daily chart, and that's where we got rejected multiple times as well. So it's an important area. And above 910, we got to keep an eye out for 930 to 940 levels, 935 to 940 levels. So that'll be the next important levels to keep an eye out for. All right, boys, thank you so much for joining. If you guys have any questions, I'll be active in the Discord as usual. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. The link is down below in the description. And thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, shoot me on the Discord, hit me up on the Discord. I'll answer it over there. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great weekend. Don't take unnecessary risks. Close the week strong if you're positive. I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, all right. Just a final question. I swung BAC calls a couple of weeks ago for the gap fill. Can you give me your thoughts? All right, this will be the final question I take. Let's see what's going on with Bank of America. It's going to fill the gap most likely by today. Most likely by today it will happen because 3450 is the top of the gap, I guess, right? Let me see. Yes, sir, 3450 to be exact. So if you're in this trade, I would consider scaling out right here. I mean, you would already be up if you're trading this for the gap fill. So consider scaling out. If you got like 10 or 20 contracts, consider selling like 17 or 18 of them. Just leave 2 for another 20 cents. So you're almost right 80% of the time. So I mean 80% you're right. So it's just like 20 more cents to go. So scale out, let it ride. You can do that. I didn't hear about any dates. What dates? Oh, all right, for the split. Yeah, got it. All right, boys. Thank you so much for joining again. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.